by William Shakespeare. In the treasure trove of human literature, there are works that transcend the barriers of language, space, and time to become global cultural symbols. Romeo and Juliet by William Shakespeare is one of them. This tragedy is not simply a love story, but also a powerful voice about fate, hatred, the desire to live and love between people. Over the past 4 centuries, the work has been continuously staged, adapted, researched, and reproduced in many forms, proving its strong vitality in the flow of human culture and art. William Shakespeare, known as the stage genius, the great poet of England, composed more than 30 plays, many collections of poems, sonnets that left a deep mark on world literature. In that monumental career, Romeo and Juliet, around 1595, is one of the greatest figures in human culture. He was born in the town of Stratford-upon-Avon, England, into a middle-class family. His father, John Shakespeare, was a glovemaker and participated in local government activities, while his mother, Mary Arden, came from a well-off farming family. These factors gave Shakespeare a stable social background, both attached to the common people and having contact with the aristocracy. What is special about Shakespeare is that he was not only a playwright, but also a successful theater entrepreneur. He co-founded and was associated with the Lord Chamberlain's Men, later changed to King's Men, which performed at the Globe Theatre, a famous theater center at that time. This shows that Shakespeare did not compose in an ivory tower, but was always attached to theatrical life, understanding the needs of the public. It is this combination of artistic genius and practicality that made his plays both profound in thought and full of dramatic appeal. The special point is that Romeo and Juliet has both a romantic lyrical mark and a tight tragic structure. It is different from later tragedies such as Hamlet or Macbeth, which are heavy on philosophy, power, and ambition, because here Shakespeare focuses on the theme of love between couples, a universal theme that easily touches the hearts of the audience. A love that is intense yet graceful, bold yet innocent. Overcoming all the constraints and rules of the aristocratic family, she dared to honestly express her passionate love. "Dear handsome Montague, I love you passionately. I suspect that I am a womanizer." Juliet's words are also the declaration of young people. Romeo and Juliet knew how to cherish every brief but precious moment when they met, and were also willing to sacrifice to protect their oath of fidelity. At the same time, Romeo and Juliet showed the fierce struggle for happiness and love against the prejudices and authority of feudal etiquette. It can be said that this work is a bridge between the early romantic humorous period and the later tragic philosophical period of Shakespeare. With Romeo and Juliet, Shakespeare demonstrated his ability to understand the human soul, especially the pure emotions of youth. He portrayed first love with all the enthusiasm, passion, foolishness, but also nobility. This is an important artistic step. From the humorous, lovely love stories in Much Ado About Nothing or Twelfth Night, Shakespeare elevated love to a tragedy of fate, where life and death go hand in hand. This created the premise for him to delve into analyzing human psychology in later works. Moreover, Romeo and Juliet also shows that Shakespeare soon reached the refinement of the art of language. The love dialogues between Romeo and Juliet, the emotional monologues, Mercutio's satirical responses, or the lyrical passages rich in music have become models for Western drama. From here, Shakespeare was not only an entertaining playwright, but also a poet, philosopher of the stage. In Shakespeare's career, Romeo and Juliet was also one of the most widely popular works. During his lifetime, the play was performed many times and published in books. Later, it became an endless source of inspiration for art forms. Musicals, Romeo and Juliet by Prokofiev; ballet, Romeo et Juliet by Gounod; opera, cinema, notably Franco Zeffirelli's 1968 version and Baz Luhrmann's 1996, and even popular culture. This proves the play's longevity and its pivotal position in Shakespeare's career. It can be said that without Romeo and Juliet, Shakespeare would hardly have reached the heights of his later tragedies. This work was not only a turning point in his personal career, but also a milestone in the history of human literature, marking the emergence of a great theatrical genius. It was thanks to Romeo and Juliet that Shakespeare affirmed himself not only as a charming comedic writer, but also as a tragedian with a profound humanistic vision.